Wrong! I'm sorry. That happens sometimes. I'm not insane, I assure you.
The funny thing is, that is not even Squirrel voice acting, and that is just him on a regular afternoon. So that's not even him putting that on. Just so you know. Let's close that down, and then let's open this up with these game music. That's pretty good, Squirrel. Okay, Paralells. Interesting title screen. Looks pretty cool. She's floating in the air somewhere with a notepad floating next to her. Cool, cool, cool. So this is Paralells demo, and it's by Avora. So let's try the game. Begin. What's that? Birdsong? Yeah, these graphics, these visuals are pretty impressive too. A very unique art style and just very pretty. She's slightly got a very pointy boob here. The tip of her boob is very pointy and triangular. You know, I think boobs tend to be not. Listen, I am not a boob expert. That is one thing I'm not an expert on, is boobs. Okay, but I think maybe boobs tend to be a bit more rounded rather than like pointy, sharp boob. Poke your eye out with it. Sorry for the mess. I don't have much time to tidy up for her appointment. What did you say your name was again? So this kind of text dialogue sound is very reminiscent for me of Okami. It reminds me a lot of Okami, which had the same kind of effect. So hopefully it doesn't get too annoying as it goes on, because sometimes these effects can get a little bit annoying. Anna, well, what brings you here today? I saw an ad for some vacancy here in a newspaper from a few weeks ago. It looked like an old ad, but I'm looking for something affordable close to my school, and this seemed perfect. You're still in school? Where are your parents? Why don't you live with them? All good questions. They live out of state, and the dorms are just too expensive. I don't know if this place would be the best for a girl like you to call home. A girl like me? What kind of girl am I? Oh, I'm really not too picky. That's what kind of girl I am. Are there any vacancies or not? I do have an empty room. Pre-furnished. Yeah, pre-furnished. The last tenant left a lot behind. But are you sure you'd really want to stay here? Yeah, Hero, this game looks really nice to me. It's very pretty. It's very original and a very high quality artwork here, Hero. So I am pretty impressed too. I think that it's very nice, very charismatic and very charming. So yeah, it looks good. Oh, Chibs is already getting annoyed by the sound of the text. That can happen sometimes. Is this place haunted or something? Nothing like that. It's just the other residents are a bit strange. A young pretty girl like you seems out of her element in a place like this. But if you're really comfortable, I'd be more than happy to give you the room. What do you mean by strange? In case you couldn't tell by looking around, we do house many rejects and deformities. I'm not sure if deformities is the right word. I'm not sure. Maybe you mean like delinquents or something. And deformities is like deformed people, like disabled people, which is not really that politically correct, you know, but whatever. Some of them might look scary, but they're good people. It's not impossible, but it's rare. But in a video game, everything is perfect. I'd like an option to turn the text noise off. Yeah, I mean, I think that it's true. Excuse me, guys. My voice is kind of dying on me. Excuse me. I think that over the course of the game, it might get a bit annoying for sure. The constant beep, beep, beep of the text, but we'll just have to see how it goes. And I can't talk anymore because my voice is going. Finley. Love interest. Thanks, pointy boob woman. Your boobs are too sharp. Oh, family now? Okay. That's very friendly of you. Welcome to our show. What show? What are you talking about? You're weird. Thanks. See you later. Go and sand down your boobs. Oh dear. Oh, she's evil. She has got ulterior motives, and she has got a hidden agenda, and she is not all that she seems to be. Her friendly, welcoming attitude is just a facade, and behind said facade is something spooky. Spooky. That woman was so strange. Felt like she was looking right past me the entire time. Now this is an interesting point when it comes to game making and when it comes to narrative choices, because it's always interesting when you're telling a story and you have dual layers of knowledge. Like, let me try and explain this in the right way. So when you have the information that the player knows, and you have the information that the character knows. And if you make a game that has those two things at different points in the narrative, so the player has already seen that this character is an evil character and has got something, she's not all that she seems to be, and the character has not yet discovered that yet. She's kind of got an inkling about it. She kind of doesn't feel comfortable with this person, but she hasn't seen what we've seen. So the player is in a position of knowing more than the character, and that's always interesting because I think it's got advantages and disadvantages. I think what it does for you that's good is that it makes you feel like you're very invested into the game because you're in a position of power. You're in a position of almost responsibility towards this character. My voice is really going. Because you know more than she does, and if you don't guide her right, and if you don't make sure that she's going in the right direction and making the right choices, then she could come into a bad situation. So that's what's good about it. I think what can sometimes be a problem is if the player is given a lot more information than the character has, then the character is kind of lagging behind the player, and the player is like, oh, when is the character going to catch up with me in terms of knowledge and in terms of what I know? When is she going to discover what I know? And then what happens is that your cutscenes are going to lose a bit of their impact, because if this character has to discover that that pointy boob woman is an evil character, then it's knowledge that we already have. So it's not going to be as interesting to the player as it is to the character, if you understand what I mean. So there's going to be these two levels of narratives going on. So it's going to be interesting for sure. Hey Atlas Atrium, welcome to the stream. I am slightly losing my voice a bit, but it started a while ago, Atlas. So yeah, I've already played one game, and this is my second game, but it's great to have you. Great to have you. I'm going to shut up now. She's gone. My notebook. She stole my notebook. What a bitch. This is a ghost town. I know. The windows are broken. The keys she gave me say 1808. Alright, okay, so room 1808. Got it. 1808. Okay. So... Alright. The tire swing has fallen to the ground, so there will be no more swinging. I couldn't resist that, sorry. No more swinging for me. So, I mean, this map is really gorgeous, really pretty. The custom tiles, the custom graphics are really impressive, and the art style is very nice. I like it a lot. It's very pretty and nice. I like it. It's very nice. It's, you know, the atmosphere is slightly flat and unengaging because of the lack of music. It slightly feels a bit devoid of atmosphere or character, but the graphics are great. Oh wait, did I turn off my music? Maybe I did. Hold on a second. Don't want to make that mistake again. Oh no, that no. Okay, the music is on. Just checking, because I did make that mistake once. Mm. Scary. Yeah, Drasray is a pretty clever guy. Drasray is so clever. He was doing his parallax mapping tutorial for everyone. Oh, Drasray, are you still here, Drasray? Are you still here? Because I'm going to make fun of you. I'm going to make fun of you. If you're still here. If you're not, I won't bother. Yeah, so Drasray was doing a parallax mapping tutorial, and he was doing great. It was all going really, really well, and he had got to the point where he was putting in the passability for his map, and he was like, okay, so this is how you do it. This is how you put passability if you want to restrict certain areas. And he was clicking on his impassable tile, and he clicked on the map to make one tile impassable, but he forgot that he had actually selected the bucket fill tool, and he flooded his entire map with impassable tiles, and because it was a transparent invisible tile, he had no way of knowing which tiles he had made impassable and which tiles he had made passable, so he had to start again on that section. So I thought that was pretty hilarious. But other than that, the tutorial was really great, Rastri. It was a really great tutorial, and I think a lot of people could learn a lot from that tutorial, so good job, man. Hey, Shane, how's it going? I guess I should be grateful. Cheap rent, free furniture. Something just feels off. I keep getting chills down my spine. Classes start tomorrow. I should check my email. Yeah, you know, the atmosphere is really lacking with no music. I think it's definitely a problem for you because your visuals are so pretty, but there's no music and it's just a little bit flat. But, you know. It didn't take away too much time. No, it didn't take away too much time, trust me, but it was pretty hilarious. I did laugh. I was like, oh my god, what a derp. What the? Darkness has ensued. There's been a power cut. And we're back. Am I blowing a fuse or something? Maybe I should just have some dinner instead. Oh, okay, you've got a little passability error here too, where you have made the back of the chair star passability, but you got to remember that if your characters have this big sprites, then when you approach it from the front of the chair, her head is going to go through the back of the chair. So, you know, you need to fix that. The kitchen sink is rusting a bit. A dirty microwave. A dirty microwave. Smashing. Dot dot dot. Okay. Now I'm starting to freak out. My mom's car started dripping oil yesterday, so we have to take it in. Ah, bummer. Saying I hope that you don't have to pay too much money to get it repaired or whatever, because I know that car repairs can be very costly, so hopefully it's not going to be a huge big problem. Spooky, you're noticing a theme in today's games. What is the theme, Spooky? What is the theme? Tell me. Oh yeah, passability issues. That is definitely a theme, for sure. A nice hot bath should clear my mind. Oh, was that a reflection in that mirror? That was a nice effect. Although it doesn't seem to be reflecting me as I walk past it. But maybe that was supposed to be like a jump scare thing, or a little play with the player's mind, make them paranoid sort of thing. It was good. It was good, but it's kind of a problem that the mirror doesn't actually reflect the player as they walk past it. I mean, maybe there's a story reason for that, but it's a little bit of an issue, I think. But moving back into the dorms, for now, I'll try to relax. I mean, I don't know whether you were intending this cutscene, this sequence, to be unnerving for the player, and for the player to be kind of on edge and, you know, suspenseful. I've got to tell you that for me, it doesn't work in that regard. It's not suspenseful, it's not tense. It's actually very flat as a cutscene. You know, so if that was your intention, then I would say go back and try and rejig it and try and make it a bit more tense and a bit more suspenseful. So what's this floating thing here? It's the most unimpressive ghost ever. Okay, what the hell is going on here? My necklace. I have to follow it. So the ghost has stolen her necklace. Klepto ghost in the house. Arrest that ghost. Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime. Oh, cool. We are in the circus with lots of strange floating heads beneath us. Yeah, those heads are very active. Where am I? What is this place? Oh man, I've got to walk the tightrope above the circus floor. Am I dreaming? Where am I being led to? Oh, she's still wearing the necklace, Spooky, or is that for real? That's hilarious. Still wearing the necklace. I can't walk across this. So, go down. Okay. Oh wow, there's like a mechanical blade thing. There's like a Mortal Kombat reject blade thing going in the water. Wait, there's like a mechanical blade in the water. That's incredibly dangerous. I mean, obviously. But, yeah, that seems like that could be a really interesting thing if you had made the player perhaps walk across the tightrope and be in like danger of falling into the blade and getting severed or something. It would have been quite an interesting. Alright, Luxus, well thanks for stopping by, and hopefully I will see you again in my chat room, and thanks for all your great comments and your observations, and yes, have a good day, have a good evening, and I will see you later. I mean, it could have been quite an interesting sequence if you had made the player do that, but so I think you kind of missed a trick there. I think by making the player able to just walk down from the tightrope, you kind of missed a trick. This looks like a circus, but where is everybody? So the flowy thing is on the move. Watch and be amazed by our unicycling tightrope walkers. Take on the challenge yourself and go home with a treasure beyond your wildest dreams. Or fall into a watery, bladed death and have your torso severed. Either one. Our circus is not responsible for any personal injury and or death as a result of challenge failure. Showtimes. 6 PM is the Seal March in Petting Zoo. 7:30 PM is Eve's world famous belly dancing. And 9:30 oh, Miss Piggy's burlesque. Miss Piggy from the Muppets is going to do a striptease. Wow, I kind of want to see that. So again, these maps are very pretty and very original and very well done. I like it a lot. I do like it a lot. What's this now? This thing? Torso severage is not all that bad. It's not bad. Drasray knows. He's been severed many times. Oh, Madam Eve's Circus, the first dimension. It's cool. It's cool. I like it. Okay, we've got music. That's a big improvement. Yeah, the music is really helping to establish an atmosphere here of, you know, a very carnival, very circusy feel. And honestly, I think at the start of the game was missing a bit of that. I think some music would have helped the start of the game because it was a bit flat, but it's a lot better now. Would you mind telling me where this place is? The shadow is looking straight past me. Well, that was rude. This is a more kind of portly gentleman here. He's got a bit of meat on his bones. Oh wait, I didn't get taught down. My necklace is stuck. Yeah, spooky. The graphical aesthetics are really nice and very consistent. It's all the same art style. There's no mismatching of certain things. So yeah, really good, really good, really good. I just feel like the overall experience of the game is not quite as engaging as it could have been. I mean, it is good, but there's a slight kind of disconnect here for me with this game. Step right up and test your strength. I dare you to beat my record. Hello? Didn't you hear me? Did a breeze just pass by? I downright got me some chills, yo. I don't think you can see me at all. Can anybody here see me? My necklace is the only familiar thing I have here. I have to get it down somehow. Hitting it with just my hands isn't enough. The operator has a mallet, but I don't think he can see me. Maybe if I look around I'll be able to find something useful. Alright, cool. That's a pretty good scenario. It's quite a good setup. For the shadow people. Nothing. Saying nothing to me. Am I in the wrong line? Wait, where did you come from? Are you a ghost? Oh my god, there's combat and everything? Wow, I was not... Oh wow, I was not expecting this, you guys. That really came out of nowhere. I didn't... Honestly, I'd kind of assumed that this wasn't a combat game. I was like, okay, so this is not going to be a combat game, it's going to be like a visual novel and stuff. And then bang, you know, totally epilepsy-inducing backgrounds, battles. Yeah, that's a very crazy battle background there. It's like, wow, I am so going to have a seizure. I'm going to have a seizure. I'm going to have a seizure. I'm going to have a seizure. The music is not helping either. Honestly, it's not helping. Pin toss. Toss Bobby pins. Juice father. Confused father slammed. Slam. Dunk the funk. Attack. How much damage does that do? Attack. 20 damage. I always think it's better to have damage pop-ups, number pop-ups on screen for your damage, because it's a little bit hard to keep track of the damage when it's in that text form. You know what I mean, in the notifications up top. Wow, this guy is kind of damaging me. Wow, I've got no items. Yikes, I've got no healing items, and I've got not a healing spell to be seen. So that's a problem. Yikes. But what I do like about this battle system is that first of all it's side view, and secondly the actual battler for Anna is quite nice too. Yeah, it's quite good that, I like that. And toss. 5 damage, 23 damage. Okay, I'm not sure how much HP he has, or if he's gonna die soon or whatever. Oh wow, he's changed into That's a really nice piece of artwork here. This is a really nice piece of artwork. I like it a lot. Big nose. I like it. 25 EXP. The background, yes. I find it best to either have a ton of battles all throughout the game, or have a very few spread out across certain story. But yeah, Squirrel, it's not as bad, you guys, as... Remember that game I played called Memories of Alephi? That was the game with the princess. Like, it started off in the real world, and then she went to the other world, but she was a princess, and I'm not even joking, you guys, if any of you guys remember that, but if you don't remember it, it was like an hour and a half before we had our first fight, and I'm not exaggerating. It was an hour and a half before you had your first combat. That was the craziest one. This one is not as bad as that. Wow, his hands are huge too. His hands are totally huge. I don't think that looks that great, those huge big hands. It's a bit out of proportion in a really bad way, you know. It doesn't really work for me. Like, the back view is better. In the back view, his hands look more reasonable, but in the side view, it was a little bit weird. I didn't, Squirrel. I did not get to name that person. So. The shopkeeper isn't noticing me. Mad mugging his chest. Oh my, Hannah. Not noticing me? Okay. Is she pregnant? Oh Heather, I told you not to run off too far. You aren't my Heather. Where did you come from? I have a cousin called Heather. GMO Free Mom has appeared. Oh my god, that's a callback to the first game I played. The genetically modified organic thing. Which, honestly, I don't remember. So. Fight. Pin toss. The combat for me is not interesting. I can't even use that anymore. I have no items. Like, I don't understand what the strategy is. I have no items, so I don't know how I'm supposed to... You know, I don't know what I'm supposed to do, really. Defend, maybe? I don't know if defend does anything other than defend, because if it's just defending, then I can't win with defending. I've got to attack. Who needs strategy? Just kick the asterisk out of it. Mashed one. I've only got 11 HP left. I don't understand. I'm gonna die. Don't you guys get it? I'm gonna die. I haven't saved either. God damn it, I haven't saved. Why is there no items? It's weird. Oh well, I guess all I can do is just attack. I can't do anything else, right? Phew, that was close. Anna was victorious, 25 EXP. I mean, I don't think these battles are scripted. I'm pretty sure that they're just regular battles. But I mean, that has taken me down to 11 HP. And some of the skills and some of the attacks that I was using were missing. So I'm just thinking in my own head, if I'd missed a couple more attacks, then I might have been knocked out in this fight. So I don't know, it's kind of strange. Cotton candy found. Okay. Again, we have certain boobage issues. We do have boobage issues here. I mean, you know, I just think that they're so pert. I mean, you can't even get those kind of boobs with surgery. You know, a little bit off-putting. It's like, what happened to your boobs? I knew I shouldn't, but I've eaten this nasty carny food. It's not organic. It's an art style? What is it really? Is it like, Cubism or Impressionist. There's an art style that's all about pointy boobs. Must have missed that one. Ooh, congregation of people. Whoa. Yeah, the art in this game, you know, aside from some issues, the art in this game is just top notch. It's so impressive. It's beautiful, it's pretty, it's animated, it's visual, it's dynamic. It's great. And also what's really great as well is that in this particular, because I'm guessing that we go to different dimensions in the game, different areas, and in this game you've really made the colour scheme very candy coloured with the pinks and the bright yellows and, you know, very bright and circusy, and yeah, it's really great. Who's there? Oh my god, I've got 11 HP, are you kidding me? I've got 11 HP, bitch. Oh, I've got cotton candy. What does it do? It doesn't tell me. Mystery item. Well, I hope this restores a heck of a lot of HP, because if it don't, then shovel. I should have saved. 50. That's quite good. What's that? Just attack now. The mashing is real. The mashing is real. Confused? Mash. XP received. Yeah, I think you could have done more with your combat system. I really feel like you could have done more with it. Not even in terms of difficulty. If you want to make easy fights, then that's fine. Like simple fights. But maybe you could have done something a bit more thematically in keeping with the rest of the game. Maybe have like a dialogue based combat exchange, or something other than maybe attacking, like directly attacking. Maybe you could have worked in some kind of different thing. Because at the moment, like mashing on attack is a bit Is it noticing me? See what she's got. Oh, a baton. Maybe I can hit the strength machine with that. Ma'am, how much for the baton? Everything's 5 tickets. Can I go home already? I don't have enough. I should try to find some more. You're darn right, you should. Nice. Another great map. A vanity mirror with makeup on a counter. A lamp. Puffs of smoke. I think I'm lost. Me too. Can't help ya, cause I'm lost too. The only thing about your art style that I have a problem, well not even a problem with, but the only element of this map that is a little bit weird to me is the bed. Because of the perspective that you're using, which is the same, I think, or similar to the standard perspective, which is a top-down, where you can kind of see the top of an item and kind of the face of an item. So like, unless this bed is like a floor bed, like a bed that's on the floor, then I kind of feel like there should be more of a like face to this bottom bit here, because it's kind of flat, if you know what I mean. It's like very flat against the floor compared to the rest of the furniture, which has definitely got, you know, things. But it's nitpicking, it's nothing major at all. The important part is that it might fit better thematically, though. A dialogue-based combat is almost always just regular combat. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Squirrel. What Atlas said is that just thematically, like just in terms of the very charismatic, charming nature of the game, having a standard combat system doesn't quite gel with it somehow. It's a bit like, I don't know. This place is a health department nightmare. Are you trying to steal my purse? Back off. I have mace. Alright, okay. Another GMO-free mom thing. So, just mash again then. Also, I mean, I think if you want to make it this kind of a thing, then why don't make it that like it's like one attack that turns them into the real people, rather than like having to go through like 5 attacks to do this. Just make it one attack, because there's no like skill to this battle. So what's the point in dragging it out? I hate the circus. Freaks of a feather flock together, apparently. Durasray slipped some of his special stuff into that van of Capri Sun because I am driven. Oh, Spooks. Spooks, you should have, well, I tried to stream earlier on today and it was a disaster. I had a complete freak out. I played 2 very bad games, and the second one was so stress inducing that I was like, I felt like I was gonna have, I don't know, I felt like I was having a meltdown. It was so bad. So bad. Too bad they have the funhouse closed off. Whose reflection is that? Okay, here we go again with more uninspired combat. I mean, there's nothing to this. There's literally nothing to this. Do I have any items? I'll just use this now. Oh yeah, I better save. Thanks, hero. Thanks, hero. For reminding me. I totally would have forgotten. You love it, Swan? You're beautiful. I am beautiful. I am beautiful. Too beautiful for a cam. That's for sure. Okay, defeated. Ticket found. Have I got 5 tickets yet? I'm seeing spirits in the mirrors. I think I must have around about 5 tickets, right? Yeah, I've got 5 tickets. Yay, I've got 5 tickets, bitch. Okay, so I need to get the baton from here, right? What's that? She's got entry tickets. That's what she's got. She's got a baton. Baton. Put that baton on me. Go home already. Here you go, 5 tickets. Thanks, I guess. Got baton. It's on. Baton. Oh, wow. Oh. I never knew he was so sultry. Look at that sexy hip action on the big fat guy. He has got quite the swivel. He is strutting his stuff there. Yeah, he's working it. You go girl, you go. I have to go here. It worked, yay. Oh, save. Shit balls. The baton broke. Save. Phew, it's been done. So I've got the necklace now. Key items. Do I have a necklace? Armor? Maybe I don't. What do I have to do now? I think the people like the shopkeeper are too out of it to even notice. Yeah, I like that it's enigmatic. I like that you can kind of come up with your own interpretations of what's going on here. I like that. I mean, it's kind of got like an Alice in Wonderland thing going on. But it's not super... It is interesting, but it's not... It's interesting, but it's not compelling. I don't feel compelled. Like, I don't feel like I really want to find out what's going on. I feel like I'm playing it and it's fine enough. But in terms of like real, I want to find out, no, it's not got that for me. So where do I go now? Wait, where do I go now? I picked up the necklace. And what do I do with that? But this is a new area. Yeah, spin that wheel. It didn't move. You will spend lots of tickets at Miss Piggy's Burlesque tonight. I want to see that Miss Piggy's show thing. Even ghosts like to hear their fortunes. I think ghosts don't have much use for fortunes. I think their fortunes are kind of confirmed. The music is great though, it's catchy. It's really nice. Ah, okay, cool. That's a really... Animals are hard to draw. It's good. It's a little bit... The face, the head is a bit dodgy, but it is good. It is good. Okay, so what do I do here? Nothing. Can't do anything. Let's go onwards. Wait, I thought I got my necklace. Didn't I? Wasn't it on the top of the thing? I messed up somewhere. Because I got the baton, and then I went back to smash onto the strength machine thing, and I thought that I picked up the necklace. Oh, I didn't. Alright, okay. Oops. Test your strength machine. Test your strength machine. What? Am I being a massive derp here? What have I done wrong? I got the baton, right? I did get the baton, didn't I? I'm sure I got the baton. What is happening? Down here? The necklace is still on top of the strength machine, hero. The day just drags on. Wait, does the baton even show up in my inventory? It doesn't, right? What's going on? I'm so lost. Oh, it's a self-switch problem, Spooky. So he hasn't changed this to take away the graphic of the necklace. Okay. And then you guys are saying that the necklace has been shot into the... But how did the... Wait. So I guess it flew up into the air, and then the lion caught it in his mouth. I guess that's what's happened. So I need to go back down this way, and I couldn't go any further forward towards the lion, so... Is that the necklace? It's really hard to tell. 10 tickets to feed the lion. Nobody's allowed to pass this rope unless they pay up. When am I supposed to feed it? You can buy some veal at the shop to our left, you little brat. Well, listen. I am kind of anticipating what's happening, because in the previous area you had to defeat 5 people to obtain 5 tickets to get the baton. Now I have to defeat 10 people, I'm guessing, to get 10 tickets. And the prospect of that, it's really not interesting for me. It's really not I'm sorry, but it's really not interesting. You know, your main strength is your, well, not really your storytelling, but more your kind of atmosphere, your charm, your charisma, your visuals is your main strength. The combat is the worst part of it. So making the combat the obligatory thing that progresses the game is, I don't think it's a good choice, because it's so boring. Honestly, it is really boring. All you can do is mash on attack. That's all. So the prospect of fighting 10 people to get 10 tickets, it's a major turn-off. It's a major turn-off for me. I don't even feel like doing it, honestly. I don't even feel like doing it. So, That's what I would say. Yeah, Hero, I agree. I agree, Hero. You know, if your combat was semi-interesting, had some different options to it, had some strategy, had some even like resource management where you had to watch your HP and or whatever, but there's nothing to it. The combat is nothing, so. Okay, so 3 enemies have appeared. And have I got any items? No items. And I've got no MP, so I can't even use this pin toss special skill. And so I'm facing off against 3 enemies with 0 options. I have 0 options. I mean, apart from defend, but defend is only going to take up my turn, right? I'll try it. I'll try defend. See how that is. Yeah, defend just takes up a turn, so it's useless. Yeah, having defend here is a completely wasted slot because you've wasted your turn and you haven't got anything, you haven't done anything, so. Ah, Spooky, you're going? Okay, I'll see you later, Spooks. It was so nice to see you today. It was great to see you, and yeah, it's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun today, so and I enjoyed having you in the chat room, so I'll see you again, Spooks, sometime soon, hopefully. Probably not soon, but sometime. There should be an interesting way to find tickets, like a character offers you 2 tickets to find a toy or something. Yeah, something like that, Hero. Would be better in this case, I think. I don't understand this. I've got no items. I've got no skills. I don't get it. Oh, automatic win? Okay. Mysteriously makes a full recovery. So, okay, so what is the point of forcing the player through the monotonous part of the battle where all you can do is press attack, you know, mash attack? Like, if you're gonna auto win the battle for the player anyway, then why are you making them sit through the whole turns, like 10 turns of attacking? It's not good. It's not good. Listen to me getting all wound up and getting all Indra-ish. Unleash your inner Indra. That's kind of hard to say too. Your inner Indra. Unleash it on the world. But it's not good. It's not good. I mean, the vibe is charming, but it's actually, there's kind of a couple of flaws that are getting on my nerves. Please don't get hasty. I talked with Madam Eve about it and she's going to take care of it. Can I offer you free tickets in the meantime? Hey Drasri, you still here? I thought you left, Drasri. Welcome back anyway. How's it going? Must be like mid-morning for you or afternoon time now, Dras? And Squirrel too? Not the Americans. That can be droning. Droning swan. Yeah, I do drone on. Oh, look at us on a line here, dancing. Lord of the Dance. Do, do, do. Fabulous. Awesome stuff. What's it saying? What was it saying? I was gonna say something. I've totally forgotten. Arr. Honestly, the whole concept though of chasing a necklace around, listen, you have got to have a really compelling hook if you want to make the player jump through these kind of hoops, if you're making your player jump through hoops and like this kind of chase thing where you're chasing after something, you've got to give the player like a real drive to want to get that necklace. Or I don't think the necklace thing is good anyway, but you've got to make the end result like something that their player really wants to get to, whether it's high stakes or whether it's something really interesting. But chasing around a necklace, honestly, it's not compelling enough to do all this bullshit for. Oops. Potty mouth. Potty mouth. Because that's what it feels like. It feels like you're making me jump through hoops. You know, you're making me do all this stuff. And it's like, for what, a necklace? It's hardly the most mystical plot device ever, you know? It's hardly like... You're watching your sundress. Aw. The girl, the ghost tried to rob me. I was gonna say something. Oh, I know what it was. I was gonna say, because Squirrel was like, play Valenfell. And I was gonna say, you know what Squirrel did really well? And it's the reason why I love that video so much. I actually watch it myself and I laugh at myself so much. Is his boss fights and his combat. You know, the spider boss fights, I really enjoyed them because they were hard and I had to think about which moves I was using, you know, at which point of the battle. I had to just pay attention, I was engaged with the actual combat. And I'm not saying that every game has to have a complex battle system, but if the key to progressing your plot and progressing your game is combat, then yeah, you better make sure that it's interesting. You better make sure it's compelling, because it's not, you know, mashing on attack is not going to do it. If you can hear me, whatever you are, could you tell me what's going on before you get me in even more trouble? Try and catch her. We'll bring her to Madame Eve. What the? You can't just burst into a woman's home like that. But a man's home, it's fine. Who the hell do you think you are? Oh, boss fight? Wow. So excited. Not. With all of my 0 skills to use and 0 options. Miss Piggy has appeared. The music is good. The music is kind of fun. The battle backgrounds are good too. I mean, they are a bit like seizure-ish, but they are good. I like them. But I'm so bored with this. This is, I mean, okay, I can use this pin toss thing, but I don't know what it does. I don't know what happens. Otherwise, it's just attack the whole time. Like, honestly. And also, look, here's the thing. It's really annoying how you've given your enemies all these skills. Like, the enemies are using like confusion skills, they're like, he's doing this roar skill, and they have all these different skills, and I have like the most boring skill set in the entire game. Like, why have you given your enemies more interesting moves than the player? Like, the player should have cool moves, not the enemies. Hey, Vera the Pichu. What's up? Vera the Pichu. A wild Pichu appears. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. We just lost a wild Spooky. The wild Spooky was scared off into the long grass, so I'm glad that we have another wild animal in the chat room. MFW, Doomsday Zone Music. We're both... got items. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. 9 HP. 9 HP. Isn't it so thrilling? So thrilling. Can't use that. And now it's smashing on the thing. It's a cool picture. It's cool artwork. It is really cool artwork, but it's starting to grate on me now. The boringness of the, you know, actual gameplay is starting to annoy me. Get this freak out of here, Eve, or I'm walking. Oh, it's you. I am so happy to see you. Anna, in my office. Now. Time for a quickie. Gladly. She's up for it. She's always up for it. What's up, Hunter Black Luna? How's it going? I can't believe this. You've only been here an hour or two and already causing trouble. Sounds like Squirrel. Don't. What? I expect this from the performers, but you've got some nerve for a little college girl. Few of us might look the part, but we aren't animals. But why? The red menus make it hard to discern that. It's a nice touch if it does. But why did the silhouette drop after the battle was over? That's what happens to 100 Black Luna, is that initially the enemies are these kind of ghostly figures, and then you fight them, and once you deplete their HP, they are revealed as their coloured in sort of artwork. And I mean, it's a nice idea, it's a nice concept, but in execution the combat is so boring that you honestly start to not even care what they look like, because you're just like, ah, boring. You were thinking of doing RPG Maker stuff and I noticed you were playing these games, so hey, yeah, you're very welcome here. I'm not sure if you've been in the chat room before, Hunter Black Luna, then I apologise that I don't remember you. I've kind of got a bad memory, but yeah, I play RPG Maker games every once in a while. I'm also making my own RPG Maker game, so yeah, that's what I do here on this channel, this Hunting Swan channel. Oh, that's Nicholas. But don't get me wrong, the game is astoundingly pretty. The game has got so much artistic flair, so much artistic talent has been poured into this game. It's impressive, it's gorgeous, it's charming, it's quirky, you know, and that is great. So I'm not saying that the game is bad in all aspects, but the main plot progression aspect is bad for me, so that's the only reason why I sort of get annoyed at it. Because it always feels a lot more disappointing when you've got a game that is so pretty, but then so kind of empty of gameplay. Like, it's always much worse than like a really bad looking game that's kind of bad to play. You were here for some of yes, the exploits of the Swan Squad. I mean, I don't want to digress too much, but I mean, when I made those videos, when I decided to play through Valkyria Chronicles, I never expected to get like a whole bunch of views on those videos on YouTube or whatever, but they've got like 0 views on YouTube. Those Swan Squad Valkyria Chronicles videos have got like 2 views, and like one of them is me. So people really aren't interested in watching me play Valkyria Chronicles. So it's kind of a shame, because I think, watching the videos back, that they are really entertaining to watch. I think that it's great to watch the whole Swan Squad thing, and who's gonna die, and what's happening, and I think they're fun, but they just didn't get the views that I was hoping for, so. What is this place? It's Anna. My name is Cirrus. I'm sorry that our first introduction was frightening, but I really need your help. You may be our only hope. Again with this? Okay, unless I'm going crazy, that notebook is writing on itself. Itself. You don't need the apostrophe. There's nobody there. Could somebody explain what's going on here already? Anna, I get that you must be confused, but please try to calm down. I'm going to tell you something that you might think is crazy, but I need you to listen to me. Long story short, you're in a different dimension now. Yeah, I kind of guessed that, bitch. Like, the whole weird ghost thing, and the crazy colour scheme and everything, I kind of guessed. I'm dreaming. I'm definitely dreaming. No, I am streaming. I'm definitely streaming. Maybe if I pinch myself hard enough, it'll wake up. Yeah, really hard. Like hard. She's like us, Eve. She's got our blood. I already told you I didn't want any part in this. Pinching's not working. I must be hallucinating. The stress has caught up to me, huh? My home dimension is falling apart. Too many of our people have died or left, and... I'll explain it to her. You're just scaring the poor thing. It may be a hard concept to grasp, but more than one world exists on planet Earth. A lot more than one, actually. What? How many? Thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands? We haven't been able to count them all yet, so we aren't really sure. Oh, that's... Most people live their lives unaware of the thousands of people they share their space with every day of their lives. In some places, I think they refer to people outside of their dimension as ghosts. Have you ever seen a strange figure in the shadows, or swore you heard a voice somewhere? It was probably somebody sharing your coordinates in a dimension parallel to yours. I've heard about something like this before, the multiverse theory. What are you guys saying? You're the only hope cliché, the chosen one. I am the chosen one. A military tech to my fantasies. Oh, you're making a game, Hunter Black Luna? Cool. Cool. Napoleonic military tech? Ah, that sounds funky. Streaming confirmed, Atlas. Atlas, can I just take a moment to say to you, thank you so much, Atlas. I pasted in your script last night, and I kind of played around with it this morning. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you doing that for me. And it's a tiny thing, but to me it was kind of a big problem in my own head. And thank you so much for doing that. Thank you. It's amazing. I mentioned that because I'm trying to think of a battle system around the lines of troops and volley fire yada. Can take it in my game, but only after a certain number of games around. Most people can't leave their own world, but there was a society in the past that mastered the art of jumping. What? I think most humans are capable of jumping. I think so. I am from that. What is that thing anyway? Is it like a notepad? Floating notepad? I don't like the way the pen, because that pen looks like a pen knife. Looks like kind of a sharp knife. It's like floating threateningly, menacingly in the air. It's kind of a bit scary. However, we are growing unstable. I am not powerful enough to save my home on my own. I was talking, Lord Squirrel, I was talking about Yanfly's shop menu, which I don't know if you're using or you have used in the past, but Yanfly's shop menu has a thing where it's supposed to show you, it has a possession field, where it's supposed to show you how many of a certain item or a weapon or an armor you have in your inventory when you're inside of the shop menu. But what I noticed was that if you have one of, say, leather armor, but you have that one leather armor equipped on a character, it doesn't show up as you possessing an item, that leather armor. It says 0 in your possession. So I wanted to fix that and make sure that the player doesn't get confused with which items they have, which armor they've already purchased, you know, with that problem. So I mentioned it to Atlas Atrium, and he went away and he came up with a fix for it, and yeah, just I was over the moon. I was like, yes, it's fixed, squashed that problem. So it's cool. Why me? Aren't you paying attention? You've got our blood in you. It probably came from one of your grandparents or something. If we can bring some of our people back home, our power combined might restore my dimension's stability. But you and I won't be enough, Anna. We'll need to find more people with our blood. I want to help how I can, but this is all so much to take in. I have so many questions. For example, how come I can see Eve, but I can't see you, Cirrus? Some dimensions are closer than others. Yours and mine must be right next door. Cirrus's dimension is very far from here. I know that personally. Because I'm so far from home, all I can do is communicate by manipulating the environment around me. You'll find that as you progress and meet with people in other worlds, interacting with them will become much more difficult. The longer you stay in a dimension, however, the more permanent you'll become, and the locals will be able to see you. What? Oh no! The locals are gonna grope me! The locals are gonna grope me! I don't mind them seeing me, but it's Luke, don't touch. Okay, Luke, don't touch. I don't want them to feel me up. No. We will be able to pick out the ones who share our blood easily. They will not be the only ones who interact with us initially. How am I supposed to know where to go? I've never jumped dimensions before today, so this is all really overwhelming. Oldest living dimensions. These coordinates on the Earth are at the very centre of the interdimensional map. Whatever you say. A bastion of maturity. Yeah, not quite, Squirrel. Not quite. I've got a long way to go, right? Got a long way to grow. I've got a long way to go before I grow up. That means there are more entrances to other dimensions here than there is in any other part of the physical planet. This dialogue exchange is kind of going on a bit long for me. It's also very kind of exposition heavy, explaining things. They mean that if we snoop around the buildings in your home dimension, we'll find some leads. We, does that imply you coming along as well? You already know exactly how I feel about this, but I'm not about to let this girl go jumping on her own. It's too dangerous. That is, if she even wants to do it. Anna? Honestly, it's a lot for me to take in. But this sounds like something really important. I want to help out how I can. I am eternally grateful, Miss Anna. I will do everything in my power to ensure your safety. What do we do next? First things first, let's get back to your dimension. We can take a look around and see what leads we find. After you, ladies. Eve and Cyrus have joined the party. Wow, she's a pretty fast walker. She's a fast walker. Okay, so she's following along behind me. Wow, her boobs are extra pointy in the side view. Got extra pointy boobs. Oh, it's the end of the demo? Right, okay. If you enjoyed the game so far, please check out parallellsrpg.tumblr.com for some more progress and updates in the full version's release. If feedback constructive, well, I hope I gave it to you, dude. I tried my best. I tried to give you as much constructive criticism. I mean, maybe not all of it was constructive. Maybe some of it was me complaining and moaning in there. I think there was some moaning in there. But I tried to give you as much feedback as I could. So hopefully, I always forget to. I better, after this, make sure that I message the guy and tell him that I played his game and give him the link and everything, because sometimes I forget and then doesn't get to see the video. So if you want, you can continue exploring the demos, maps and the world. Would you like to continue exploring? I'm going to say no because I've already streamed for 2.5 hours, and I'm going to. I don't want to fall on those boobs for sure, Chips. For sure. And I'm going to end the stream here before my voice completely dies. But I mean, in terms of this game, I think that it was a charming experience. I think it was interesting to a certain extent. As the game kind of went on, it started to lose some of its appeal. I don't know whether that was maybe the monotonous nature of the combat, or I don't know whether Anna as a character is that interesting. But the visuals are amazing. The visuals, the graphics, the tile sets, the music is also very impressive. But the visuals definitely are you're a really talented artist and very impressive. But I think there's a lot of elements that you can work on and try and get a little bit better. So, mine's a 24-hour stream. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I think doing 2.5 hours for me is fine. Like when I first started streaming, I could only do like an hour or like 2 hours. I was not capable of streaming for a longer time. But now I'm pretty comfortable with it, unless unless the games are terrible and I get depressed. Um, but yeah, I think it's gonna be a while before I can have the endurance and the stamina to stream for 24 hours. That's for sure. You need to really, yeah, you do, Squirrel, you do, and I feel like Anna, she just didn't have, she didn't have enough about her. Like, what is her motivation? Why did she move to that strange abandoned village place at the beginning of the game? What is the importance of the necklace? Uh, who is she? Okay, she's like a college girl. Why is she living in like a abandoned ghost village in the middle of nowhere if she's going to university? Seems a bit out of the place, out of nowhere. Um, and yeah, personality. Like, if you asked me right now to sum up Anna in 3 words, like if someone said to me, give me 3 words to describe Anna's personality, I couldn't. I don't have any words for her personality, which is perhaps I was not paying enough attention, or I missed some of the more personality driven aspects, but I feel like you gave her a lot of dialogue that was exposition and explaining stuff, or um, wasn't flavoursome personality driven dialogue. So I think I would kind of have a hard time in describing her personality. That's for sure. But thanks for watching, everyone. This has